Hi. Good evening, Aussies, and good midday, Brits. And if any Americans are awake, I sincerely doubt it. Hi, guys. What's going on? I'm all rugged up. It's freezing here in Perth. I'm freezing. Oh, I need a cushion here for my arm. Hi, Kat. What bingo were you at? Balls bingo. Drop the balls bingo. What were you talking about? I know you, but you don't know me. Oh, how about that? Hey, who's that? I know you, but you don't know me. Drag queen mirroring my affirmations tonight, Loz. Really? I love a good drag queen, me. G'day, hi Troy. It was so fun. Balls out bingo. Drag queen bingo called balls out bingo. That's hilarious. In England, they have something called bogan bingo, and these two Aussie guys run it, and it was honestly the funniest thing I ever experienced in London. It is so, so funny. If anyone's in London, go to bogan bingo. These two guys act like Australian bogans, and it's just the funniest thing I've ever seen. I love a funny bingo. Lol, just opened TikTok and saw your moon video. Needed that. Oh, good. Although someone's having some beef with it. I'm sure some crazies will have beef. Hi, Loz. Looking stunning. Oh, thanks. I'm feeling my wavy hair these days. I'm feeling it. I'm liking my wavy, voluminous hair. You were on the group? Sammy's Mermaid group, right? Yes, I was. Yes, I was. And I got kicked out because I was in the other coaching group. And I asked questions on the day when the coaches left to what the fuck was going on, and I got kicked out. And I asked, not Nicole, what's her name? Nicole? Why? And she said I'd made derogatory comments. I was like, no, I didn't. I was asking questions. I never would say anything bad about Sammy. I fucking love Sammy. Anyway, I think Sammy's fantastic and everyone should go watch her videos. I always recommend Sammy on my lives. Anyway, so I'm not in either group anymore, any of them. Yes, but if you recognise me, yes, I was. Not anymore. Hey, Sarah. Oh, you look amazing. Oh, thanks, darling. I asked for voluminous wavy hair. I kept affirming for it. Now my hair is always voluminous and wavy. Well, when I go scrunch it. But I never used to be able to scrunch it. Never used to stay. And now I just assume I have wavy hair. Hope you're well. Oh, Emily, how are you? How's Paris? Bisou. Hi, Loz. Hope you're well. Oh, hi, Sarah. Yay, Janet. Janet, you're awake? What the hell? What time is it there? Glad to see you. You changed my life. Thank you. Oh, Carla. Really? Oh, darling, that's wonderful. What happened? Hannah, happy birthday, darling. Aguri. Good morning. Brody's here. Saw funny saying, when you start changing your thoughts, your ego asks to speak to the manager. Ah, that's great. What's going on here? Does a Karen? I don't agree with this. You're beautiful. I've been telling you you're fat your whole life. Listen to me. That's wonderful. Your ego starts to ask for the manager. That's brilliant. I affirmed to pass my assessment and I ended up passing my whole course and skipped units. Oh, did you, darling? And ended up passing my whole course, skipping units. Oh, smarty pants. Wonderful, darling. Good for you. Happy birthday, Hannah. Loz, I'm feeling really impatient. Any tips? Owen? You know better than that. Don't worry, darling. Slowly, slowly catchy monkey. What does it matter if it takes a month if you're going to be married for the rest of your fucking life? You can wait a month for that, can't you? Mm-hmm. Hi, Loz, I love your scarf. Oh, thanks. I just found it somewhere in a stash because I'm fucking freezing in this house. It's like a freezer. There's a heater on the wall that doesn't bloody work. Just showed my neighbour. She was like, yeah, that doesn't work. I like her teachings. Yes, Sammy, yes. So what were you in the group the same time as me? Because Sammy and I used to be in a Neville Goddard group at the same. Well, I don't know if she was there, but I know her mum was there at the same time as me many years ago. And then I only realised that when I saw Sammy's mum's name. And I was like, oh, we used to be in the same Neville Goddard group on Facebook. And I know that Sammy learnt a lot from that group originally. And so did I. But then we both left because it becomes a bit cultish, that group. I'm now in a committed relationship with my ESP. So happy. Oh, are you, darling? Oh, yay. What did you do? Tell us. That's wonderful. What did you do? Hey, AA065. You're so positive. Oh, thanks, darling. I never used to be. Before I discovered Affirming, and I was pretty negative. Trust me. I would always see the negative in things, guys. After therapy, I was a different person. It really changed me. I became very vulnerable, could be myself more, didn't see the bad in things so much. But changing my negative thinking to positive affirmations really was the game changer for me, honestly. I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. I'm unrecognisable, to be completely honest. But thank you. It's 7:12 a.m, lol. Oh, is it? Oh, not that early. Hello, Liz. Can you explain what is a bridge of events? It's either called a bridge of events or a bridge of incidents. This is what Neville called it. It's literally a path you will take, a bridge you will walk over and you don't know why. So on leading to your manifestation, on the way there, you might do certain things, go certain place, someone will talk to you and you don't know why it's happening at the time. But later you can look back and be like, oh, that's why that happened because it led to this. You might get fired from a job and think, oh my God, how is this good? But then it leads you towards a career path you never thought of or leads you to the business you want to start, etc. It can sometimes look like a bad thing when really it's leading you to your manifestation. Okay? What do you think about Dolores Cannon? I like her. She seems a bit nuts, but I did do past life regression therapy, and that's what she teaches. And I didn't know anything about her until my brother bought me the therapy and told me to look her up, but told me not to watch any videos where she does the therapy, just in case it put me off or put ideas in my head. So I watched a video, I think, about her that he sent me, and that's all. And then I went and did the therapy, and it was really bizarrely amazing. And then I watched some of her videos, and she's very akin to what kind of Neville said about everyone's spirit and you stick around. I don't know if Neville really talked about past lives, but he did talk about spirit being here and never going anywhere. Hey, Loz, had the most amazing experience this week. A friend brought up her use of law of assumption for medical school. She had no idea about my own. Oh, wonderful. What did she do? She was talking about it literally received her acceptance call while... What? Practice. She was talking about it. She literally received her acceptance call while I was with her. Oh, and she was assuming she would get accepted? Wonderful, darling. How many past lives did you discover? 1. And then I went into my future life, Beth. It was fucking weird. Future life. And I had all my future until I died. It was the most fucking bizarre thing because I wasn't expecting it. And I was like, my future? And I was lying there hella confused because I had no idea that's what could happen. I didn't know. I thought it was a past life regression. It wasn't. It was my future. It was really weird. And the weirdest part at the end was when my source energy in me, subconscious, spoke to me and it gave me every answer I ever needed to hear. And it was in the third person. She needs to understand that she does this. I've got it on recording of me talking. It's the fucking weirdest thing you've ever heard in your life. It was in me, a voice in me coming out. In the third person, everything before that was recorded as I, this, I, that, I'm walking here, I'm doing this. And then she goes, we're going to ask source energy some questions. I said, what do you mean? She goes, just listen. And I was going, she needs to understand the tree, blah. And I had this weird voice coming out of me. Like it was weird. If you want to believe in those things. I got my ex back by chaining my self-concept. Oh, hang on, it jumped. Hang on. Oh my God, where'd it go? Got my ex back by chaining my self-concept and choosing my reality. Did you, Sabrina? Oh, wonderful, darling. Yay, congratulations. I'm trying to manifest my ex back, but he became so mean, says he's really done and never loved me. All right, guys, when they say shit like that, it's really fucking mean. It hurts. It's like a stab in the heart. You've got to understand it was something you thought originally. He doesn't love me. He doesn't want me. He thinks this is over, and then he says it. At some point, you thought he didn't love you, and then he says it, guys. It's just shit from your brain out of their mouth. Don't be offended by it. Just realize that and change them in your reality to what you want. Sounds scary. It was freaky as fuck. I have it recorded. Even my dad, who's such a skeptic, listened to it. He was like, you are fully asleep. You are hypnotized. There's no way you're awake. I was like, I know. I'm doing this funny breathing. It was just the weirdest thing. I saw my future, just my family, 4 kids, and my wife in a new house. Just bought that house yesterday. Did you, darling? Congratulations. Hey, Loz, I think I need to revise my self-concept affirmations. I was followed around the supermarket tonight by some random... Oh, okay, Angel Girl. You got to go. The men I want me. People I want are magnetized by me, not everyone. It does become a bit freaky when you say everyone is magnetized to me, but it does become a bit much. And old men will come jumping out their cars, talk to you when you go for a walk, and people in the supermarket keep chatting to you, got your earpods in. It's annoying. So you do have to, when it starts to work, pair it back to only the people you want me, only the men I want are magnetized to me, etc. Okay, because it does get a bit much sometimes. I had to do that. Because it was a bit much. Can I manifest an ex back that hid me from everything to care? If so, how? Hid me from everything to care. What do you mean to care? They hid you from everything. Well, darling, obviously you had a feeling that he was better than you. You weren't enough for him. That he wouldn't show you off. That he didn't care enough about you. And therefore he acted that way. He reflected your shitty thinking about yourself. You need to work on your shitty self-concept that will cause someone to hide you. Why would anyone do that unless you feel like that about you? Say he proudly shows me off. He's so proud I'm his girlfriend. He loves showing me off to everyone. I'm his little princess. He loves showing me off as his girl. Say those things, darling. My ex keeps coming into my dreams even though I'm not thinking about him. Oh, guys, it's weird what happens in your dreams. Don't give it any mind if you don't want to. You don't have to read into it. I have 2 psychics who told me I'm not getting my ex back and 2 that say I will. I love him. Well, what the fuck are you listening to psychics for, darling? All they're doing is reflecting your shitty thinking, okay? Everyone reflects your thinking, including a psychic. 1 minute you think he's coming back, 1 minute you think he won't, and all they're doing is reflecting your thinking. Stop fucking going to them out of desperation for a fucking answer. You have the answer, and the answer is if you want him back, you can get him back, but stop thinking you can't get him back. They're only reflecting that. God damn it. So many of you are spending thousands of dollars on psychics and not realizing all they're doing is reflecting your thinking. God damn it. Please stop, guys. It's a waste of money and energy because all they're doing is going, oh, he thinks this. It's just what you think he thinks. This is going to happen. It's what you think is going to happen. And then they say it, and because they're saying it, it's coming out of their mouth, you give it weight. But if your best friend said it, you'd be like, oh, fuck off. He is coming back. But because a psychic says it, you put weight on it. And you believe them because you paid them fucking money. Is it okay to not take the bridge of incidents? Oh, what? Oh, hi, Loz. I'm launching next week. I never thought I'd be here, but I'm all thanks to you and our call. Oh, wonderful, darling. Yay. Can you put a post on the Facebook group when you launch and your Instagram and everything, darling, so we can all follow it? Yay. Oh, we were talking about you launching your active wear on our call ages ago. Oh, darling, wonderful. Please put in the Facebook group, won't you? Okay. Loz, if you're having a down day and feeling doubtful, but keep affirming, will it still have effect? Yes, guys! Don't let a bad day throw you. Just jump back on the horse the next day. David Goggins is also great to watch. His mental toughness is amazing. He doesn't talk about manifesting. I have no idea who that is. Everyone says intrusive thoughts and overthink don't manifest. What do you think about this? Honestly, guys, overthinking isn't a thing. Intrusive thoughts is just negative thoughts. What the fuck is this overthinking, intrusive thoughts? People on TikToks are obsessed with these 2 phrases. They're not a thing. Intrusive thoughts are just thoughts you don't want. Overthinking is just thinking. You're just noticing your negative thoughts more. The fuck? Guys, stop saying these things. If you think you've got intrusive thoughts, they will intrude on you. If you think you overthink, you'll be paranoid that your overthinking is going to manifest. It's only your dominant habitual thoughts that manifest. You're dominantly habitually thinking fucking shit all day. Yeah, it will manifest. So stop fucking thinking that and affirm. Instead of freaking out about your overthinking and your intrusive thoughts, are you doing your goddamn affirmations? Clearly not. You're just letting your mind run away with you. So why don't you just let your mind run away? Oh my God, I have intrusive thoughts. What do I do? Are you fucking affirming? Or are you just sitting there feeling sorry for yourself about all your fucking intrusive thoughts all day? Or are you getting a handle on your brain? Guys, manifesting is getting a handle on your brain and taking responsibility for the thoughts you think. Are you taking responsibility for the thoughts you think, or are you letting your brain run you? I ask you. Are you EFT tapping it out? Are you doing affirmations? What are you doing, or are you just freaking out all day? I love when you yell at us. Sorry, guys. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. Yes, guys. If you're a person who freaks out all day, all you'll get is stuff to freak out about. I saw a TikTok that said, just focus on your self-concept. Yes, guys! What I keep fucking saying on every live. Loz, I went to a boat party Sunday and met so many amazing men they couldn't keep away from me. Oh, Marissa, you've got the most exciting life. Rappers parties, boat parties, love it. My SP reached out after months of affirmations. He yelled at me and was very mean on the phone. Oh, I thought that was going to be a good comment, darling. It turned shit. Turned shit at the end. Well, probably because he was reflecting your old shitty thinking about him and you. What? Why is it telling me to go live? Yes, I know. Darling, he's just reflecting your shitty thinking. Don't worry about it. That blue colour is beautiful on you. Oh, thanks. Hang on. Self-concept is on fire. Yes, Marissa, it must be. Being yelled at by you is my favourite part of the day. Did you mean your next future life or things in the future in this life? No, it was things in the future in this life. I was me in this life. It was fucking weird. And I died at the end. I'm so exhausted from affirmations and nothing is happening. What the fuck are you doing, Periwinkle? Are you listening to some LOA idiot who's telling you to affirm with feeling? Are you trying to feel it? You shouldn't be exhausted from affirmations. It's because you're doing it fucking wrong. Because you've been listening to some moron who told you to try and believe it and feel it. Who the fuck have you been listening to? I don't get exhausted from affirming. It's just thinking. Do you get tired of thinking? Oh, I'm exhausted today from thinking. Guys, the new thoughts, if you're exhausted, you're fucking doing it wrong. Go and watch all my videos in the Facebook group, darling, because you're not fucking getting this. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to feel it. I don't know what the fuck you've been doing, but you've been listening to some idiots. No, I don't go live with people. Loz yelling some affirmations helps sink it into your mind. Laugh, Marcel. Is it okay not to take the bridge of events as a thing? I want to go straight to the end. Haha. Guys, you don't know it's a bridge of events while you're doing it. That's the point. You're scaring me. Well, stop watching me then, darling. Reminds me of Matilda. Dad, yell at me. I want you to yell at me. That's like us with you, Loz. Is that what she says in Matilda? Oh. Hang on. I missed a few. People say that overthinking manifest is insensitive to people with mental health issues. People think that saying overthinking manifests is insensitive to people with mental health issues. Most people have got mental health issues. What the fuck? Oh, they're saying if you say it manifests, then you're being insensitive. Guys, it's not sensitive or not sensitive. It either is true or not true. I don't know what to say to you. There is no such thing as overthinking. Why do you think overthinking is a thing? No one has any more thoughts than the next person. You're just noticing your thoughts more. There's no such thing as overthinking. You're just noticing the thoughts. They're just more negative than the next person's. They're not overthinking. It's not a thing. So you're not being insensitive to a person with mental health issues. They literally don't have overthinking. It's not a thing, guys. Hang on. I've got to scroll up because I missed some. I was able to visualize for the first time the other night after doing a meditation. Oh, wonderful, darling. It probably put you in the state akin to sleep, gave you a nice drowsy state, was easier for you to visualize. Wonderful. What do you think of the purge? Can I just manifest and don't get that? Yes, guys, you don't have to have a transition period or a purge or bad things happen before good things happen, all this bullshit. All it is sometimes your old thoughts are coming out before the new shit comes. It's like watching a movie and the movie hasn't finished. You're waiting for the next movie to start in the movie theatre. You're sitting there with your popcorn waiting, but the old shit's showing up. Or you're watching a TV series on Netflix. You're waiting for the next season. It hasn't come out yet. Don't get thrown by it if it happens, but it doesn't have to happen to everyone. What to do about bullies? I'm already affirming she moves far away. I don't want to worry about it. All right, if you have a bully, darling, I want you to start working on your self-concept. It's not about her. I want you to take your focus off the bitch. Completely off her. If you focus on the obstacle will fucking grow in your reality and she'll stick around. I want you to start working on your self-concept. I am so loved. I am so wanted. No one dares fuck with me because I'm so confident. I have so much inner strength. No one would dare call me names. Okay? I am the shit. I run this reality. Everyone does what I want. Everyone treats me beautifully. I can stand up for myself anytime, anywhere. Start saying that about yourself, darling, and forget about the bitch. And she'll go away because once your self-concept changes, she'll change. She's only reacting to you and your low self-concept. That's why she's fucking bullying you. Because she can. Got it? Feeling disconnected from SP again, but I know that just means my self-concept is working. Janet, you're just not attracted to the old shitty version. The new one will show up soon. Have faith. My SP texted me today and the boys from work asked me to go clubbing this weekend. That's movement. Oh, lovely. Lovely, M. Schmidt. All right, guys, 51 new messages. I've missed them all. Sorry. I love your videos. Oh, thanks, darling. Your ways are so effective. Even the yelling. Oh, good, darling. Yeah, in Matilda, the yelling helps her unlock her powers. Oh, does it? Oh. My friend wrote the musical of that. I haven't fucking even seen it. Loz, what are some other affirmations? I am already using a magnet to money. I'm a magnet to money. What, you mean money ones? You want just money ones? I am so financially free. I am steeped in wealth. I'm in the state of wealth at all times. I can afford everything I want. My bank account is always full of cash. Things like that, darling. I think I'm doing this all wrong. Well, if you think you are, darling, then you are. If you can't start saying I'm doing this wrong, I keep fucking this up, this doesn't work for me, it won't fucking work for you. Guys, you're manifesting all fucking day. You realise this, Desi throwbacks. It's not a thing to do. What you're trying to do is do it consciously, on purpose. You manifested everything thus far in your life. Look at your life with your eyeballs. Everything you can see with your eyeballs, you fucking manifested. The way people treat you now and show up in your reality is because of you. You are the only cause. All you're doing now is changing you to change them. Changing you to change your reality. You are consciously now going to do it. It does work because it's worked already. Look at the things in your life you don't want. Ta-da! You did that. Got it? One of my affirmations is, I'm living my dream life. You just repeated it to me. It's really true. Oh, did I, darling? I repeated your affirmation to you. Love it. I feel like I shouldn't even date till my self-concept is on point, as I just keep attracting douches. Yes, well, you will attract douches to your self-concept on point, but don't worry about it, guys. You don't have to be perfect. Your self-concept doesn't have to be like 100%. You're a work in progress. You're Legoland. You're constantly being worked on. Legoland's never fully built. Well, that's why I'm using that analogy. I'm trying not to react after my friend said she saw my SP with girlfriend. What should I do? Guys, please don't react to any hearsay from fucking idiot friends, okay, or things you see on social media. Half the time you see a picture with a girl and you go, oh my God, that's just his cousin. Or some ex-girlfriend has posted him on her page and he doesn't even like the bitch. Stop reading into it. It's only your thoughts manifest, your shitty thoughts about he wants someone else, he's going to choose someone else over me, and ta-da, it's happening. Realise that and affirm against that shit and block that bitch out of your brain. My SP told me there was too much damage in history between us. She's talking to someone new. Well, she probably is, darling, because you expected that. You anticipated that you weren't good enough and she would choose someone over you, and therefore she is. Guys, you create third parties with your shitty self-concept. Work on your self-concept, darling. It doesn't matter what she said. She is reflecting your shitty thinking. Things like, I fucked up. I said things I shouldn't have. That fight was terrible. She doesn't forgive me. Things got really nasty between us. Whatever thoughts you had, then it comes out her mouth, oh, there's been bad history and bad blood between us. I can never forgive you, blah, blah, blah. There's too much damage done. Da, 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 da. It was what you were originally thinking. It was your fears out of her fucking mouth, and then your fear of her meeting someone new happened. Affirm against that shit and work on your self-concept and she'll be back. You've got to work on you, darling. She's only reflecting your shitty thinking about you, Nick, okay? Go and watch all my lives if you're confused about this. Guys, if you're trying to get your ex back, go to my Facebook group, Subconscious Space Loz, or the link's in my bio. Go and watch number 25 and number 41. Number 25 is about working on your self-concept. You've got to change you to change them. They are only reflecting your shitty thoughts about you. 41 is changing the old story about the breakup. You've got to change that before anything can change. Because you can work on you and work on SP affirmations all you like, but if you're clinging to the old story about the breakup and you can't shake it, that's why things don't manifest, okay? All the lives I do are saved in there, guys. There's over 140-something lives. I go live every Friday, and at the moment, if you invite your Facebook friends, you're in for the draw to win free coaching with me when I hit 2,000 people. Well, I'm almost there. Okay, so guys, every single live I do, we talk about self-concept and getting your SPs back. You can watch any of them and get the answers, but 25 and 41 in particular. Yeah, I'm the same, Janet. Yep, when you're feeling different to them, guys, that's a really good thing. Can I listen to a self-concept affirmation on YouTube? Yes, guys, listen to them, but you've also got to repeat them in your mind. You can't just be listening, guys. Listening doesn't do a hell of a lot unless you're asleep, really. Can you say where to find it again, please? So when you go to my link in the bio, in my TikTok, my link, my Canva link. You can see a Canva link. It says one-to-one coaching and it says Facebook group. Just press it. You might have to press the button a few times. Sometimes it doesn't work. Or search for it in Facebook. Subconscious space. Put a space in between. Loz. And just join saying you saw me on TikTok so I know you're not a spammer. Okay, and you can watch them all in the videos section or the topics under TikTok Lives. All the videos are saved in there, guys. What about a car or a house? I have a dream person and family. What? What about a car or a house? I have my dream person and family. Just imagine your car. Imagine your house. How I got this house was I imagined I lived here when I inspected it. And everyone else was here. I imagined I lived here already. How I got my new car was I drove my shitty old car saying I love my new car while I was driving the old one. Hi, Loz. Why do I never get a message when you go live? I put it on. Oh, how annoying. You've got to really put it on all notifications. You've got it on all. I don't know, guys. TikTok's a motherfucker. Best group ever. Oh, thanks, that's all. Guys, you can ask questions in the Facebook group as well in the forum. Not on the main page. That's just for success stories. But in the forum, just look at the Q&A forum in the topics. Go and ask your questions there. I love my SP, but I don't trust him. I don't know if what I feel is right or if my trust issues. It's always your trust issues, darling. If you don't trust people, it's trust issues. And they will give you reasons not to trust them. Something happened in your childhood where you couldn't trust people. Either there was abuse or mistrust in your family. And therefore, you can't trust others. I don't have that feeling because that didn't happen to me. Right? Assess what that is and affirm against it. I can trust them with my whole heart. I can trust that they love me. I trust that the people I love me. Can you explain more about overthinking not being real? Guys, you have the same amount of thoughts as everyone else in a day, about 70,000, right? When you think you're an overthinker, all it is your dominant thoughts are more negative. So you're noticing them more and they're really bothering you because they're bad. The positive thoughts don't bother you as much, they're positive. They're not triggering your old shitty self-concept and your old beliefs from childhood, but bad thoughts do. So all you're doing is having more negative ones than positive ones. That's why you affirm against that shit to get rid of them. Your brain can't exist in a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum. You have to give it new thoughts to think. That's why affirmations work, guys. It's just new thinking. One of my affirmations is, I am an inspiration. My partner just said, this is inspired by you. Oh, love it, darling, love it. It's working. What if you want to live in an insanely huge house around the corner? Imagine yourself living there, darling. Oh my God, can you believe we used to live in that shitty small house around the corner? Now we live here. Oh, I can't believe we live in that shitty tiny house. Make here there, okay? The house you're in now, make it that house. And say, I remember when. That's a lovely technique. It's not really a technique, but it's something Neville used to use. I remember when. I remember when we used to live in that tiny house. God, that was funny. It was so small. Look at our beautiful house now. That tiny house was so funny. I remember that. I remember when we used to live there. I remember when. You can use that, guys. I don't talk about that much, but Neville uses that a lot. Could the old story be why he's obviously in love with me but hasn't made a move yet? Yes, guys, he's obviously in love with you, Hannah. He fucking follows you around like a bad smell, like a limp puppy dog. Tell yourself that. Positive affirmations are popping into my head more. Does that mean the subconscious was impressed? Yes, darling. Great. Repeat your Facebook page, please. It's just called Subconscious Loz, the same name as my TikTok, guys. Subconscious, put a space in between, Loz, if you're searching for it. You can't do it all as one word. Your Facebook group has so much growth. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm from London, going to book a session with you. Yay! My old hometown. Woohoo! Darling, if you want to book a session, guys, just click the link in my bio. I'm booked up for next week and I think the week after, but the week after that I'm free. Is that right? Yeah, that could be right. Can you say where you find it again? In the link. In my TikTok link, guys. I literally love you. So refreshing. Oh, thanks, Olivia. Going down. It's hard to believe my affirmations. What? You don't have to believe them. Finding I can't not affirm now feels so natural. Wonderful, darling. Positive affirmations are popping into my head. Yes. Who should pay for a pregnancy test, the guy or the girl? Is this a trick question? I've been missing all your lives lately. Happy I could join today. Oh, no, darling. Sammy Ann, what are you saying? I do too, but I read the news story and say self-concept affirmations and EFT tapping. What's this? Loz, it always feels like it's one step forward, two steps back. I know that's my thoughts. Well, stop saying that, darling, because then it will be. Affirmations for abandonment issues. No one would dare to let me go. I'm too important to lose. Okay, I'm too special to lose. Things like that, darling. I've always been chosen and wanted. One of my affirmations is, I'm an inspiration. Oh, I saw that one. Loz, I keep thinking about old him, but I just flip it with self-concept. Is that okay? Or should I do SP affirmations? No, darling, your self-concept is way more important. You're doing the right thing. I went back to your first TikTok video the other day, and my gosh, you have grown so much more beautiful. Oh, thank you. You know what it's called? It's called the beauty filter. Ah, my first probably 5 videos, I didn't realize there's a button that says beauty, and it makes your skin look smooth. That's all it is, darling. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by these filters. But thank you so much. One of my affirmations, oh, I saw that one. How do I manifest a glow up? Tell yourself you've glowed up. I've had such a glow up. Everyone's commenting on my glow up. Everyone's telling me how beautiful my skin is and how fab my nails look and my body's popping, etc. Imagine people saying to you, oh my God, you've glown up. Look at you, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I've learned so much from you. Oh, wonderful, darling. Bats and cake. What a name. Love you. Oh, thanks, Mary. 2 past guys popped in the last hour and so and I are bonding. What? 2 past guys popped up in the last hour. So and I are bonding by laughing at them. Oh, darling, love it. How can I manifest my parents to let me do everything I want and stop being strict? My parents are so easygoing. They trust me implicitly with everything. They think I'm the most responsible teenager or child in the world. They let me do whatever I want. Start affirming that, darling. You're amazing. Oh, Olivia, thank you. You're so wonderful. I love listening to you. Oh, Elsie, guys, making me get a big head. Do you have to believe your affirmations for them to work? Sometimes I feel a bit silly. Darling, you're not going to believe them. Stop watching any dumb bitch who says you do. How are you going to believe I am so wonderfully thin if you're like 500 pounds overweight? You're not. Guys, you're never going to believe them at first. Belief takes time. Oh, thanks, darling. It's a neural pathway that has to form literally in your brain. You have zero fucking control over that, when or where it happens. It will just happen eventually with repetition of the new thinking. That's why you affirm and affirm and affirm with some truth, with some conviction, as if you're telling a lovely friend, as if you're saying it as if it's true. You don't have to believe it or feel it. You just say it and say it and say it and say it. Got it? Not like a robot, with some truth. Got it? You don't have to believe it. Stop listening to any dumb bitch who says you do. What does it mean when someone is doing the exact same thing that you're affirming for your SP? Fuck all, darling. They're in their reality doing what the fuck they're doing, and you're doing that in your reality. Okay? You win every time in your reality. Loz, my youngest said she doesn't know if she can trust me. What? What are you talking about? Will. Don't worry about that shit. That's just some old issue from childhood or something coming up in your brain that people can't trust you or something. I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe she's being a teenager and shit's coming out of her mouth, but it's just your fears that she's changing as a teenager and she's changing in front of your eyes and she doesn't love you as much as she used to or some shit. What fears have you had about her being a teenager? Something? Investigate that. I wouldn't read into it, darling. My self-concept is purging. People are bullying me online, calling me ugly. Hallie, darling, get offline then if people are doing that. They're just reflecting your old thinking about you, darling. Hi, Loz. What affirmations can I say for SP to miss me? He can't stop thinking about me. He misses me when I'm gone. He longs for me when I'm gone. I don't want you to think of it as he's gone. When we're separate from each other, he misses me. You could say that, darling. Loz, how to not be a target for narcissists and abusers. You work on your shitty self-concept, darling. I'm about to post a video about narcissists. I'll post it later. Guys, if you're an overgiver, you'll attract a narc. If you see the good in everyone and can't see the bad in anyone, you'll attract a narc if you're generally a good person, okay? If your self-concept's low and you feel that other people are better than you feel not good enough, you'll attract a narc. You've got to work on that shit, guys. Okay? When you doubt yourself and believe what they say to you, when you take abuse or criticism a lot and you think, oh, yes, I've done something wrong, when you feel you're not good enough and you feel at fault all the time, or that, yes, oh, things are my fault, or yes, that was me, or, oh, yeah, oh, I'm an idiot. Those kind of people attract narcs, okay? I attracted narcs my whole life until I realised it was me. It was always me. They will sniff you out in a fucking room, guys. Narcissists don't go out with other narcissists. They can't get their supply from them. Okay, you've got to work on your self-concept, build yourself up. Do you have a YouTube channel? No, darling, but I save all these lives in the Facebook group, Subconscious Laws. Just go there and you can watch them all back. But I will be doing a YouTube at some point, but I'm not at the moment. My subconscious differentiate between past memories and living in the end. It only knows what you tell it now. It only knows what you tell it now, guys. It can't differentiate between what you're telling it. If it's good or bad, past or future, it just knows what you're telling it now. Okay, that's why revision works. So you can't see the good in people. Yes, you can, but you can't see them as way better than you and you're below them. You can see the good in people, absolutely. But that's why narcs can take advantage of people a lot, because they'll see them as better than them. They'll see the good in them more than they see the good in themselves. That's the problem. Got it? What is an SP? Oh, just specific person, darling, your ex or boyfriend or girlfriend. Do you have a book out? No, darling. Lots of people are asking me, but no, I will at some point when I get some time. But thank you for asking. So literally repeating my affirmations over and over and over will eventually lead to belief. Yes, but I don't want you to say them like a robot. But the belief that you form in your brain now, that's in your brain now, was formed over time from experiences, things said to you, things you heard, okay, things taught to you, and they became beliefs about your life, beliefs about you. That's how belief forms. So now you've got to put in new thoughts to create new beliefs. Loz, my boyfriend is being cold. How to change that? I know it's reflecting my old thoughts. Look, guys, when they're cold to you, it is really hard. I just want you to not react to it when it happens and just be like, okay, they're doing this. This is my old thinking. Okay, I'm not going to react. I'm going to see him sweet and beautiful to me. I'm going to see the old him every time. Okay? The nice one who wasn't cold. Do you believe in soul connections? No, guys. We're all soul. We're all spirit. Your TikToks are so helpful. Oh, yay, my SP is obsessed with me. Won't leave me alone. Literally in love. Oh, Angel of 97, wonderful, darling. What have you been doing? Love it. Can you explain more about overthinking? I saw that one. Guys, please don't repeat the question when I've already answered it. SP is my best friend. Affirmations for getting out of the friend zone forever. Guys, if you're in the friend zone, you've literally friend zoned yourself by feeling you're not good enough, feeling not the girlfriend or boyfriend. Got to not do that. Of course I'm the girlfriend. Who wouldn't want me? I am perfect girlfriend material. Everyone I want wants me. They love being my boyfriend. See them as the boyfriend, darling, in your mind, and you as the girlfriend. I was going to ask you about YouTube too. Amazing info, re-narcs. Yes, guys, that's why you attract them. I attracted narcs my whole life. My dad's got very narcissistic tendencies. He doesn't with me anymore. I hate saying that about him because it sounds like I'm being mean about him. But he just did. Okay, I don't see him like that anymore, so he doesn't turn up in my reality like that. But it was the kind of attitude and man that I was used to. Okay, and I also never felt good about myself, and I always attracted people who would be better than me in my reality. I would put them on a pedestal. I would look up to them too much. I would overgive every time. I would also pick really good-looking people because I had body dysmorphia, and therefore I would feel they were better than me, and they were narcissistic about their bodies and their looks. They were deeply insecure people. I could see right through their narcissism to the fact that they were insecure, but I still felt they were better than me in some way, and that's why they treated me the way they did. If you want to change them, you change you. I have 2 narcissistic exes who aren't like that with me at all anymore because I don't feel anything like I used to. And because I don't feel like that about myself, they don't treat me that way. Got it? Can you explain? Oh, I saw that one. Your TikToks are so helpful. Oh, tell us how he got obsessed with you, darling. What did you do? That he misses me and stuff like that, but it contradicts living in the end. What should I do? Okay, if saying he misses me contradicts living in the end, you can say, when he's away from me, he misses me. When he's at work, he thinks about me all day long, as if he's just missing you when he's away from you, but he sees you all the time. Okay, you can say things like that, guys. Or don't say he misses you if it throws you and makes you think you're not living in the end. Don't say it if it throws you. How long have you been doing Neville's work and affirmations? Oh, God, how long? Okay, so I discovered Neville, I think, in 2016 when I was hella confused. I'd been listening to The Secret and all that shit for years, but I found like Earl Nightingale and Napoleon Hill and Wallace D. Waddles and all these people were talking about thinking. And I was like, oh, so it's just thinking, is it? But when I discovered Neville, it really sunk in. Then I joined a Facebook group explaining him a bit better, but I think I just listened mostly to Neville's lectures a lot. And it really didn't sink into me what he was saying about you are the only cause until last year, until a whole lot of shit went wrong. I would visualize, things would manifest into my reality the way I wanted them, and then I'd fuck them up every time. And I was like, why am I fucking this up? And what I wasn't aware of was my self-concept was ruining things. I was literally self-sabotaging with my shitty self-concept, and I was causing things to fuck up after I'd manifested them. And when that sunk in that I was doing that, I was like, oh, I get this now. I've learned more from my mistakes, guys, than my successes. Trust me. That's what I'm teaching you from. When you get to my age, you realize you learn a lot more from fucking things up than succeeding. Same with Neville. He's amazing. Yep. Love a good old Nevs. Believing. He probably would hate being called Nevs. Can you explain manifesting the new version, not reacting versus putting boundaries in? Okay, guys. So when someone's a dick to you in the 3D, you don't stand for it. You take yourself away from the situation. You say, okay, well, I'm going to go now. Bye. Or whatever. Okay. You don't put up with bad behavior, but you don't try and change them in the 3D with words. All right. You change them in your mind instead. When they're turning up in the 3D being cold, you don't react. You're like, hi. If they don't give you a kiss, hello, you're like, okay, I'm taking that bit of information in and I'm going to ignore it because I'm changing you. Okay, you don't go, why are you kissing me? You used to kiss me all the time. Now you walk in the door, you never kiss me hello. Because you're reacting to the version that showed up that started not kissing you. Okay, it's just the old them. You got to wait until that old version plays out. You're waiting for the next Netflix series to start. You're on season 1. Season 2 hasn't started yet. Would you start screaming at season 1 because season 2 hadn't started? You're still watching season 1. Okay. My breakup brought me to the law of assumption, such a blessing. Yeah, mine too. How do I know if someone is manifesting me? They're not, darling. They can't do anything in your reality. You're in your reality manifesting what you're manifesting. No one has any free will in your reality to reflect anything but your thinking, darling. And there are multiple versions of us, multiple realities. Yes, guys, that's how you step into the state. You're just stepping into the state of something that's already been created. Over here, I'm married. Over here, I'm famous. Over here, I'm dead. Okay. What she and I do, my first and broke up, he is angry and I don't know why. I have no idea what that means. Biopsy next week, need affirmations. Oh, darling, I am so healthy. My cells are renewing themselves daily. I am thriving with health. Don't even think of it a bad result. I don't want you to think of any negativity involved with that. Everything goes smoothly in my reality. I am thriving with health. My doctors always tell me what I want to hear. Imagine what you want to hear from them, darling. Imagine them saying it. Same, I found LOA after going through one of my worst breakups. Yep. Happens every time. How do I stop reaffirming the old story? Just stop thinking about it by jumping in with the new story. Sometimes, guys, you can't help the old story jumping in your mind. So all you can really do is replace it. It's like an affirmation. When the negative thought pops up, you have to put in the new positive thought. You can't just make it go away. It'll sit there until you give it something else to think. Okay? I keep being on TikTok whenever you're live. I honestly think I'm meant to see these. Good, darling. Good. Well, follow us. I go live twice daily. You never know when. Beliefs manifest and you don't have to feel your affirmations, but wouldn't feeling help to believe? But how do you force a feeling, darling? Feel sad. Feel overjoyed. You can't force a fucking feeling. Any idiot on here is telling you have to feel it. You can't make yourself feel something, guys. You have to first think a thought to feel a fucking feeling. Feel sad. Okay, well, let's think of something sad. Oh, my mum's dying. Oh, God, that'd be awful. Oh, I'm sad. I'm an actor, guys, okay? When I used to act on stage and I had to cry on cue, I had to think of something to make me cry before I could fucking cry. So any dumb see you next Tuesday on here who's telling you to feel it on cue is such an idiot because they don't understand you can't literally feel a feeling on cue. It's fucking impossible. If the feelings come while you're thinking the thought, great, but you can't force it, so don't even try to. Got it? I had manifested a couple of good things between SP and I, and all of a sudden he stopped talking to me, probably because you had some old shitty thoughts manifest, darling. What shitty thoughts did you have before that you think are coming up now? He doesn't want me. He's going to leave me on red. Maybe he doesn't want this as much as I do. Maybe he's looking at other girls, blah, blah, blah. What about when we meet someone new but never manifested them? What do you mean, darling? Meet someone new, N-K-N-E-U. I don't know what you mean. My fiance broke up with me. He cut off all contacts. How to talk to him? He is disrespectful to me. Guys, if they're disrespectful to you, it's your shitty self-concept. You've got to work on that, guys. They're only reflecting your shitty thinking about yourself. They're only reflecting your thinking about them. He doesn't love me. He doesn't respect me. He hates me, and then he will. Guys, they're only reflecting your thinking. You've really got to get your head around this. Don't take what they're doing to heart. They're only reflecting what you thought at some point about them and you. Got it? Will I date H after the concert? What are you talking about? Thank you so much for introducing me to Law of Assumption. So glad I found it. Oh, wonderful, guys. It's just how your brain works. It's not really even a thing. It's just spiritual law. It's just how your brain works. It's not a thing to use or not use. It's literally just how your brain works, honestly. What is this? We're talking about manifesting. Yes, okay. I totally get it now. Thank you so much. Oh, good. What about when we meet someone? I don't understand that question. I had manifested. Oh, hang on. What to do when he cuts off all contacts? Just affirm that he's constantly contacting you. He's blowing up your phone. He can't wait to talk to you again. He talks to you every day, blah, blah, blah. How do you stop reaffirming the old story? By thinking of the new one. How to find video 25. So when you go to the Facebook group, guys, Subconscious Laws, type in 25 in the search bar in the group, or go to the videos and scroll down until you find 25. They're all labelled with numbers. There's about 140 something in there at the moment. They're under TikTok lives in the topics or under videos. Okay, and there's also Facebook lives. I go live every Friday on Facebook now. Okay. All right, guys, I've really got to go because I've got to have dinner. It's dinner time here, and it's middle of the goddamn night almost, and I haven't eaten my dinner yet. It's almost 8 o'clock. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please do follow me if you don't follow me. I go live twice daily, normally around this time or a bit earlier, and then also nighttime US time, sometimes around 9 p.m. EST, but you never know, so you've got to follow me and put on the alerts to know, to get notified. Then you can watch all the lives back in the Facebook group. You can ask questions in the forum there. It's a lovely, supportive community. And if you join at the moment and invite your Facebook friends and they join, you go in for a chance to win free coaching when I hit 2,000 people, and we're almost there. And if you'd like one-to-one coaching with me, guys, click the link in my bio and there's a coaching link there to a calendar. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love seeing you. Bye. See ya.